Hello there, it's Vectar here with the review today on the Super Robot Chogokin Megazord from Bandai and Tamashii Nations. There you go. I purchased this particular figure off of Amazon.com. I believe it was $51, $52. And as you can see here, it has the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 20th anniversary sticker placed on it. See, this is the actual Japanese figure, the Super Sentai, but for the American distribution they put a Power Ranger sticker on it. And also on the top there's a sticker that says Megazord over the Japanese name. Take a quick look at the package. The side of the box, just full of, boring stuff. The top, the other side, another picture, pretty much same picture of that. Different option parts you get with the Megazord, effects, abilities, what you could do, Japanese, bottom of the box. That's pretty much it. Here we go, we got the Megazord. An incredibly nice figure. A lot smaller than I was expecting it to be though. Let's just take this off. It does have a diecast in it, so it does have a bit of weight to it. So that's something to look forward to if you do decide to purchase this particular figure. It does has incredibly nice paint apps, so you could have very show accurate colors. Also has some modifications to the actual overall design to make it more symmetrical, I guess, or more or less blocky and bulky in some areas, like you would see with the actual costume or the original figure. So it's kind of slimmed down to give it more of a dynamic look, I guess. It's very nice. Alright, let's take a quick look, close up. Some very nice detail. The painting is pretty spot on. I don't see very many, if any, blemishes at all. Now if you're expecting something that could transform, then you're going to be slightly disappointed with this because it does not transform. You just get a Megazord and that's it. No tank mode, no separation. See, non-movable tracks and tires. And heat of warning, all the little, protruding parts, they're pointy and they're sharp and you poke yourself if you're not very careful, especially the sword. So you gotta be careful of that, American kids, poke their eyes out. Let's see, in the parts that are die-cast, I'm not really sure if this is, but I know for sure the legs are. There's parts in the legs. You could feel it, like right here on the side. This is die-cast. And right here in the middle, like you kind of see it shining, like the actual ball joint, that's die-cast. And I believe this joint right here is die-cast as well, so it's die-cast on die-cast. Alright, so let's get into the accessories real quick. As you've seen earlier, or have you been seen, he does come with his sword. I forget the name of it. It's been years since I've seen Power Rangers. He comes with the effect part for when he does his final slashing attack move, which slides over. Like so, holds on fairly well, it pegs into place. Much like the effect part for the Perfect Grade 00 Gundam, and I believe the Master Grade 00 Gundam had it as well. So you get the 00 Riser. You get the Mammoth Shield. He has a thing in the back so you could put it on. It's just easier to keep the fist with the open hole in it attached to this and just swap it out like that, and then just having to put the hand on, then put this on. So I recommend just leaving the hand on here because you wouldn't use it for anything else other than that. He also comes with 2 open finger hands, as you can see, left and right. 2 closed fist hands, which come stock out of the package. Then the open hands are the fist with the hole in it, like a normal fist with the hole in it. This is the solid one, so you can slide the shield or the sword in and out of each. He also comes with this effect part for his forehead energy beam cannon laser lightning thing. I don't know what it is. I don't even remember him using it in the show, but whatever. And as you can see here, he does come with the 2 cannons on his back. Oh, I keep knocking the camera over. Let me just take the sword out, it's kind of long. That's what she said. But yeah. Now I'm probably going to fill these little holes in the right here, because they're kind of, they should be black since they're the barrels of the guns. But yeah, they just fold back and forth like so. It's also a bit of a problem because when you're trying to pose it and you're like knocking into these a little bit and they just move all over the place. So be wary of that. Okay, let's get into the articulation. His head does rotate all the way around. Looks up, looks down, rocks to the side, either way. As you've seen earlier, the cannons do move in and out. They're on the ball, I want to say like a ball joint right there, yeah. So see, you got tons of moving possibilities. And it just locks right in. His arms do rotate fully around. Rotates like that. Moves up. The shoulder armor does bend, so you could, get good poses out of that. It does come out of the chest a little bit, his shoulder, so you get the forward things. He got double jointed elbows, so you get a good, good bend there. His hands are on a ball joint, and then they do pop in and out, like so. And they're really tight to get in, and it does move up and down, like so. His wrist. There you go. Now his waist, as you can see there, it does extend, so you get some nice forward bending motions, like good ab crunch. And you just push it down, it locks into place. And it slightly rotates. Not a whole lot, but it does. And it kind of springs forward, so I don't know if it's really meant to do that or not, so don't force it. His front skirts do move. Side skirts, slightly, not very much. Back skirts, one solid piece. The tail for the T-Rex is one solid piece. His legs do move upwards. It's very tight, so you gotta be careful. Even though it is diecast, you don't want to chance messing anything up. So he goes up that. And goes back about that far. It does rotate there. His knee does bend fairly well. And as you can see there, there is inner detail in the second bottom part of the knee. So you got the normal one, then you got the second one. Then you got both. Which is nice, so you can see that there. And his feet does move side to side, back and forth. And you can lock it in, it's solid, or you can pull it out, so you get a bit more movement. And some ankle pivot, which is always nice for some decent poses. Now at first I thought the head by itself moved, but it really doesn't. It just has a separate joint right there and it just goes up and down. Which is nice. You could get some good poses with that. Saber Tiger's the same way, except for one difference. Its front paws could go back like that. So if you pull it out, you have a little bit more support when you put it on the ground. And again, it's the same, rocking, pivot back and forth, and it locks into place. Alright, it's comparison time. So let's compare them. Since I said this is a fairly small figure with the standard high grade. As you can see there, he's fairly bigger, which is quite nice. And a lot heavier and more sturdy. let's put him next to another Bandai figure. One of my only SH Figure Arts figures. The original Kamen Rider Ichigo from the movie. You see there, they're fairly close to the same size. And another Bandai product, Tamashi. And we got the D-Arts Rockman. You can see the height from that. It's very nice. Now, of course, if you want to compare it to another combining robot figure, which also recently had its 25th anniversary a few years ago, I believe. The granddaddy of all combining, Sentai stylish robots, Voltron. And this is the 25th anniversary edition, the masterpiece, and as you can see there, he is quite a bit taller. I can see the resemblance though. Leg colors are a bit swapped there though, right in the middle. So yep, well, that should about do that for the comparison. Okay, after a little bit of finicking, I was able to get the shield back on, as the ball joint just kept spinning side to side, and so did the fist, so it was making it a little difficult. But yeah, I did get it on. So this is it with the shield. And because of that joint earlier right here in the forearm, it could raise up so you could hold it quite nicely. And just put the sword back in. The effect part. See, there you go. You get some nice posing out of it. Probably not the best, but right here. Funny enough, at some point they start releasing any of the monsters in the SH Figure Arts line with the new Power Rangers. You could, put it next to this because they'll scale fairly well together. There you go. And then for the effect part for the forehead, there's a little hole right here in the top. And it just pegs right into the top, like so. So it's like he's shooting a lightning pink blue beam energy thing. And I believe it also splits apart, but I don't want to mess with it too much because it feels fairly fragile and I don't want to snap it. So heed a warning with that. And launches cannons forward, so he's shooting. Look at that, he's all armored out. See, you don't want to miss a Megazord. Okay, well, this is Vector, the Super Robot Chogokin Megazord, brought to you by Bandai. Thanks for watching.